NBC senior foreign affairs correspondent Martha Raddatz, who of course moderated the vice presidential debate, and our political analyst Matthew Dowd. Thanks for coming in this morning. And Martha, the focus tonight is on foreign affairs, and a lot of new information coming out over the weekend, including that report in the New York Times, now denied by both the U.S. and Iran, that direct talks between the U.S. and Iran could be coming soon.
Well, there were a lot of denials over the weekend, but you notice the New York Times didn't take that story out of the paper. There's clearly something going on diplomatically, and anything that's going on diplomatically right now can probably help the president. It also leaves you a very simple question to Mitt Romney. If there was a possibility for face-to-face negotiations, one-on-one, would you do that or risk another war in the Middle East?
And his surrogates who were out yesterday seemed to come down on both sides of the question.
Which has happened quite frequently during this campaign. You don't really know the difference between these men on a lot of different issues, and I think Iran is basically one of them.
And Matt, meantime, we've seen this latest poll out of the NBC Wall Street Journal, 47-47, pretty much corresponds with most of what we're seeing out there, an absolute dead heat that could go either way.
Yeah, all these polls seem to be converging on a dead even race, which why the moments like tonight, this debate tonight, so important. It's these moments that we've seen really change the dynamics of this race more than anything else, and it makes it really important, I think, for the president. I think tonight's test is much more of a commander-in-chief, strong leader test, and I think that's why the dynamics of Iran and all those other things fit right into that mold, and that, I think, makes it really important.
It's also conceivable, Martha, that in this kind of debate where new issues are opened up, you see the kind of mistake that could make the difference in the campaign as well. Everyone remembers Gerald Ford back in 1976. It could have cost him the race when he said Poland is not an occupied country.
That's exactly right. And Mitt Romney and foreign policy, I'm actually surprised they agreed to do a foreign policy debate for the very last debate.
Well, we'll see what happens tonight. Bob Schieffer, the moderator, Diane Sawyer, and I are going to be anchoring here for the final presidential debate tonight at 9 Eastern.